Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today we have a special makeup edition for you. Some of you may notice that my hands are looking slightly pale. I think that, you know, with all the washing of my hands have just seemed to change colour for some reason, but please don't get distracted. You know, we're just going to get started now. And I think first and foremost, it's really important, you know, I like the little cutesy look. Do you guys think I look cute today? Maybe I'll have a little nap. Primer, it's really important to use primer. Primer is what goes before foundation and after moisturiser. And since my skin has already been moisturised already, let's get cracking with the primer. This one's actually a new one that I purchased from The Ordinary, and they're very affordable products. And this one's actually a silicone primer. So it's beautiful, it just glides perfectly on the skin and it allows a really nice makeup base. So yeah, just get cracking. So just massage it into your skin, you know, don't be afraid to really rub it in, even on your eyes, on your brows, even though you've just done your brows. But yeah, just wipe those brows off with it as well, because primer is super important. Yeah, woo! Once the primer's applied, then we can move on to foundation. But yeah, let me just have a quick drink of water. Oh, I think a bit splashed on my face as well, excuse me. Right, okay, so let's get cracking with foundation. So foundation is really important. Sometimes, you know what, let's go with powder instead. Skip the foundation, schmousation. Yeah, or even highlighter, you can even go with highlighter. Rules schmools, eh? Oh, there's powder here as well. We have powder, we have bronzer. Let's just go through the list of what we actually have instead. We have highlighter here, and then we also have foundation. One of my favourite foundations for every day is L'Oreal True Match. They do an array of colours from the palest of skin, porcelain skin, to the darkest of chocolate skin, which is lovely. So this one here, Dab Dab Dab, as do you remember from one of my other videos? Dab Dab Dab. So this foundation here is in really nice, it's a really good match for me, this one. It's the L'Oreal True Match, as I mentioned. I can't remember the name of this colour. Oh, it's warm, deep warm. Yep, 9.5. So you just pop some on. And yep, usually I use a foundation brush, but today we're going to use hands and just give it a dab in circles on the skin, on the chin, on the cheek. You know, just rub it in your hands, just go for it, you know, just why hold back, just go for it. And then get the brush later, because, you know, we can do the things in reverse order, why not? So yeah, just get it on there. Don't be worried if it goes on your lip or even up your nose, you know, because it's good to make sure all areas are covered. And so yeah, I think maybe I should have just brushed my hair back, but that's fine. I'll just give it a, there we go, my hair's brushed back now. So cute day, it's a cute day, it's a cute time. So you can just don't take yourself too seriously, guys. You know, you can have a little rock and start singing in the mirror, you know, imagining that you're a superstar. Superstar, girl, I'm superstar, that is what you are. Yeah, so let's yeah, concealer. Oh yeah, that's it. Do you know what, let's start with concealer actually. Some days you're just not sure which order to do it in. I do like foundation and then concealer. Some people like concealer and then foundation. But as I always say, you do you, boo. So let's go for it. Let's go with some concealer. You can use an eyeshadow brush if you like. I personally wouldn't recommend it for today. I'm feeling daring. So let's use fingers. Fingers keep it nice and warm. It warms on the skin beautifully. If you want, you can just give yourself a massage and just imagine you're somewhere really hot, and relax. I'm on the beach in Barbados, just chilling out without a care in the world, and then you wake up and you realise you're in your diving room recording a video for YouTube. So let's get back. So, okay, so we're doing concealer, weren't we? That's it, concealer. Let's not get distracted. So concealer, usually I like to put it under my eyes, because with the majority of the world, as Charlotte Tilbury would say, the world is tired, darling. So we all need concealer under our eyes just to brighten it up, to look more awake. And I think it makes a huge difference to your whole makeup look. So now we've put the concealer, I put a bit around my mouth. I haven't yet put any around my eyes, but I may do that later. Yep, so powder is something that's really important because it sets your base. It sets your base and it sets your concealer, and you've got to say it like you mean it. Powder, powder. Yes, so let's go for the powder and let's set that base, set that concealer. Let's do it like we mean it, guys. This is serious stuff. Okay, so sometimes, do you know what, again? Let's throw all the rules out the window, forget about brushes, and let's just dab that powder on. And this is a transparent powder, and it may not look transparent on my skin, but I assure you, once my skin starts getting oily, and yeah, once as the day goes on, you'll see that it will melt into my skin. Sometimes you just have to press it in really hard with all your might and just give yourself a big tap. Woo! Ouch! Yeah, because you know what, sometimes you got to wake up during these tutorials. Sometimes even the sound of my own voice puts me to sleep. Right, okay, so next we are going to go for, I'm not sure, I think, do you know what? Bronzer. Bronzer is super important. Bronzer frames the face. Whilst you're doing the bronzer, sometimes you want to do a robot dance. I'm a robot, I'm a robot. Yeah. So this bronzer here, as I mentioned, it's the Full Spectrum CoverGirl bronzer, and I like to apply this with a nice soft brush. I don't tend to use a straw, but you know what, let's go for it. Oh no, we're not using the straw. So we go in. Yeah, sometimes you might just swirl it into the lid with nothing inside of there, or you might just say, do you know what on earth am I doing? And then actually use the bronzer. So yeah, so you pop it on the chin. Usually you apply it in a 3. So you start from your forehead and you imagine that you have the number 3 at the side of your face, and you go in and then you go in again. I wouldn't recommend getting it so close to your nose, but you know what, we can always correct that later. So you go in with a 3, and then yeah, you can even go with it on your eyes because, as I said, it works great as eyeshadow. And then just chuck that brush because you don't need it anymore, even though it's really expensive. We've got eyeshadows, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch it. I can't remember what it is now. Catcher, what? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, which one should we go for? I think we're going to go for some more foundation. Do I look a bit, I'm not even enough yet. Powder, I don't think we need any more powder. Actually, we didn't put any powder on, did we? We didn't apply any powder. So maybe we can apply powder. Let's go for the powder. And this one is one of my favourite powders. This is by MAC. Excuse me, sometimes these containers are so hard to open, it gets a bit tricky. Yeah, you can crack it open if you want, like a nut. So you can, yeah, they get a bit fiddly. There we go. So I like to apply it, usually not with foundation brush. I like to use a nice powder brush. So I have lots of different powder brushes. This one by ELF is a really nice one. And what I like with it, oh, when I eventually find it, well, do you know what? I'm using a concealer brush, guys. I've changed my mind. Rules, as I said. So let's use a concealer brush for the powder because I feel like it. So let's get this on. So we're going to get the powder on. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder, and I really love this powder because it doesn't give you a full matte look. It gives you a really nice glow to the skin. So yep, so you give it a little dab inside and then you just apply it all over. You might want to tap it on, you know, you might want to just tickle your chin, pop it on your eyes, go around all over. And then, you know, I've just been really enjoying my facial massages, so sometimes you just want to forget about what you've applied and just give yourself a good shake. And you know what, it's really invigorating for the skin when you do that. You are just distributing all of the collagen in your skin so that you're looking nice and plump. Now that we've done powder, let's move on to eyeshadows. So eyeshadows, this Morphe palette is one of my favourite palettes. So yep, this palette here, an array of colours, your sport for choice. I've got one colour that's missing, which is really annoying, which smashed on the first day I had it, which was the black. But I've got lots of other blacks as well. And this black one that broke really frustrated me. But I'm going to calm down. Ugh. Don't you just hate it when your eyeshadow smashed the day after that you've actually bought it? How annoying is that? Oh, but do you know what? Thank God the palette was only like £23 for all those colours. So I reckon that was about £1 worth. But I really like the MAC Carbon Black. That's a really nice jet black. So no, don't apply my blusher brush in there, thank you. Let me get that. Yep, so then I just grab my eyeshadow brush and I just give it a nice dip into one. I usually like to go for a warm orange look, but today we're going to go for a really nice natural brown chocolatey look. As if my skin isn't chocolatey enough already, you're going to add more chocolate. And yeah, usually people would think applying it under your eyes might give the look of dark circles, but don't worry about that, because if you remember, Yickman did my makeup before and he said dark circles are in and they haven't gone out. And just tickle your lashes as well whilst you're doing it. You can pop it under your eyes. Do you know what? Be creative, guys, because at the end of the day, it's your face, it's your life. You do you, boo. So we're going to go for this. Yes. So let's move on to lipstick. So which one should we go for? One of my favourite lip glosses actually I'm using today is is the NYX Praline lip gloss. It's a beautiful colour. It's such a pretty colour. And I really enjoy using it because it's just so pretty. So I'm going to grab that lip gloss, I'm going to apply it to my skin. It's just over here on the right hand side. Right, you don't really use big brushes, do you, for lip glosses? No, just thought I'd tell you just to reiterate that point. So yeah, we have the MAC, why do I keep calling it MAC? It's the NYX, the NYX Praline lip gloss, yeah? So we're going to apply the lip gloss to the lips, of course, because it is lip gloss. Where else would you apply it? Okay, so we apply it to the lips. You can give yourself a little pout and say, I am beautiful. It's really important to affirm yourself. And sometimes you might get it in your mouth, and you might even get it on your teeth. But you know what? It's fine because it tastes really good. And you make sure you apply it to all the lip, even inside the lip as well. Just make sure you get that lip gloss on and make sure you're glossy, glowing, and your lips are looking voluptuous and beautiful. Yes, so next we are going to go in with highlighter. Actually, no, we're going to go with blusher now. Let's go with some blusher. So we're going to grab the blusher brush and then we're going to apply it to all of the cheeks and then a pop of shade on the apples of the cheeks. So let's just get the lid because, you know, the lid is really important to make sure the product stays fresh in the packaging. You don't want it going off. There's only like a 12 to 24 month shelf life, so just make sure you don't let it go off, okay? But you know what, you might want to go a bit heavier because you know what, everything else is looking quite natural. So if you want to just go for it, then you can go for it. As I said, it's your face. Oh, I totally forgot. I forgot the highlighter. But do you know what, we'll do the highlighter after that, that's fine. And just blend, blend, blend. It's all about blending. I think a lot of people say, you know, I'm using the same products as the next person, but why does mine not look as nice? And it's all about the blending. So please take your time to blend and ensure the product looks like it's part of your skin. Naughty, naughty. Slap fingers. Right, okay. So now we're going to do a bit of sign language. So yeah, I love doing round around a garden to Bella. I know it's really random, but I was just reminiscing on round around a garden with Bella. The most random thoughts, and I tickle her under the armpits and all sorts. She loves playing around. Okay, so the next products I'm going to use is some highlighter. Highlighter for me is a really crucial step, even if you use a really natural highlighter. I tend to go for one. Can you see me? I can see you. I'm zooming in. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! So, a bit of fun and games. So, just want to brighten up your day, guys. So, a bit of highlighter is really nice on the skin. This is the lid of my powder, so I'm not going to use that. But this one here is what I want to use. This is the MAC Gold Deposit. And my niece Sherelle actually recommended this one. I used to use it years ago and I fell out of love with it because it does have quite big particles. But then, do you know what? Recently I've fallen back in love with it and I just absolutely love it now. It's amazing. So we're going to go with MAC Gold Deposit. Really nice highlighter. You know, highlighter is really important for the skin. Okay, so right, okay, so let's get this open now and pop some on. So the highlighter is, I mean, to be honest with you, I do like to use more of a finer milled one for the, you know, for my face. And then I like to use this one here just on the top of my cheekbones. But because I don't have it in front of me, to be honest with you, I'm just going to use this one. And then you'll see the effects are still beautiful. Sometimes you might get a bit in your hair, but of course you can always wipe that out. So yeah, I'm just going to do a few tribal stripes on my face at the moment. So since stripes are really huge for summer 2020, I thought, do you know what, rather than put it on my cheekbones, I just want my whole face to glow. I want to look like a bronze statue, because who frankly doesn't want to look like a bronze statue? That is goals. So that's what I'm going to do today, guys. I'm just feeling this. Yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling like a chicken. Yeah. Right, okay, let's do this. Let's get some more highlighter on, because let's get this bronze on. Let's get this bronze statue look on. I am feeling good today. Oh my gosh, are you feeling good, guys? Woo! Okay, let's get this on. So let's get the bronzer on. Let's just make sure our face is looking bronze and golden. Don't worry about people laughing at you on the street. You are doing you. You're being individual, yeah? You are setting the trend. You're not a follower, you are a leader. Okay, so sometimes you might not want to have just highlighter on its own. You might just want to say, do you know what? I want some eyeshadow on my face too. If you have a dark brown eyeshadow, you can use that as contour, multi-purpose. Rub it on your chin, chinny chin chin. Feeling like Bruce Forsyth. Nice to see you, nice. Right, okay, and finally, last but not least, you need to set it all, because you've done such a cracking job and you don't want it to come off during the day. You want this thing to stay on. You want the world to see your gorgeous bronzy face. So let's finish with a finishing spray. My favourite finishing spray is Urban Decay or Niter. When I eventually get it, you know, sometimes my hands feel a bit floppy, but let's get this spray. Just make sure you don't squirt it in your eyes. Make sure you hold your breath so you don't breathe it up your nose. And make sure you squirt it towards your face and not away from you. Yes, these products aren't cheap, so you don't want to waste it. But you know what? I just thought I'd show you what not to do. So let's spray it in the face. Let's make sure that, oh, yeah, spraying it even without me being ready. But yeah, just spray it. And I always recommend with this spray in particular, you might just want to even put it on your hands and just rub it in. Do you know what? Why don't you just wipe off what you've just done and just forget about the whole thing? But yeah, let's just spray that on your face. But I like to do it in a swiping motion, because when you do it in a swiping motion, right, when you do it in a swiping motion, then you get it distributed across all your face. And yeah, why don't you just waste that product? Just waste it. 20 odd pounds down the drain. Okay. Right, okay, so that is the end of my tutorial, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you've picked up lots of amazing tips. I hope that you are having a great evening. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to click that bell so you'll be notified when our next video is up. Yay! Are you feeling excited? I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Have a great day, and mwah, lots of love. Mwah, cheerio. You are hilarious, mate.